Financial literacy you learned, I suppose, at a young age. For a lot of us, we learn financial literacy through music and pop culture. So I wanted to get you to apply your financial expertise to some key moments. So we all know back in '97, Biggie, the Notorious B.I.G., basically put it into our heads that more money, more problems. Is that true? It's like the more money we come across, the more problems we see.
It does complicate it. Here's what it is. It's the search for more money gives you more problems. My parents live here in Toronto in the very same house that I grew up in, the one that you saw there.
Right.
They still live in that house. It wasn't about getting a bigger house because other people did. And it's that quest for more money and more houses and more cars and better stuff that causes you to try and keep up with the Joneses as opposed to simply living the best you can with what you've got. Again, living beneath your means. It is so foreign to us, but it would help if it weren't.
You know, 32 years before Biggie uttered those famous lyrics, Bob Dylan, and I think what might be my favorite, I know you're a big music fan, my favorite Dylan song is It's All Right Ma, I'm Only Bleeding, says, money doesn't always talk, it swears.
Right.
Is that true?
Well, we've certainly learned that in the last few years, haven't we? And that's part of the reason, we wrote the book, because, 10 years ago, stock markets kept going up. House prices kept going up. Your wages kept going up. Unemployment was really low. You had margin for error. You didn't actually have to pay attention to your money. And then sometime in 2008, it swore. Yeah. And now you have no margin for error. Now we all have to understand that if you want your standard of living to stay the same or improve, you actually have to do some work.
What do you think is money's favorite swear word?
Can we say that? Is this...
You can say whatever you want.
Is this edited?
Yeah, we can.
Is this live?
We'll see.
No, I'm not saying it. I like staying employed and coming back on your show.
You can always come back. Poor man's roses, Patsy Cline. I must make up my mind today what to have, what to hold. A poor man's roses or a rich man's gold. Is that really about living on your means?
Well, it is. And the thing to take away from that is this whole idea of overextending yourself. Canadians, I think the Canadian economy is generally more sound than the American economy. That's not just my opinion. That's a lot of people's opinion. But Canadians are very indebted. And I still wonder whether it's not better to own whatever small shack you own than be entirely indebted to somebody else for some house that you couldn't.
I keep hearing about good debt. A mortgage is good debt. And I keep thinking, it doesn't sound like good debt to me.
It's good debt if it's matched to your ability to pay for it. Look, there's a reason there's a mortgage, because if we all had to pay cash full up for a house, nobody would own a house before they're 80, unless you're independently wealthy. Right. But it doesn't mean you should spend everything you've got on it. Be reasonable. Take those poor man's roses, because they're yours. You can own them.